next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fact.
Sugar. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
So they stare into each other's eyes, one fight. And there's the bell to start round one. These punches coming from every angle. And he scores with the counter. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Punch, counter punch. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
A flat-footed fight. If you've got a dance right there in front of you, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This is a high-octane battle. That uppercut just missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That one lands. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? terrific counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard. And there's the bell to start round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punching. Tried to score with a jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely good. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Missed him with that uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Win the round on your jab.
There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jabs, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Straight right, just misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray. There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
That jab doesn't find a home. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
That right hook won't score. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford... Did you see that? Sugar Ray's in trouble. Say it ain't so. Down goes Sugar Ray. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter punch. That punch lands. Misses with the jab. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That jab misses. misses with that straight left. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Misses with the straight left. Swing and a miss with the jab. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. You know that bell was sweet. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Missing with the hook. Through the straight left, but it won't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. What I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.